guys, welcome back to Off the Shelf. I am your host, Tim HD, and this time what we found off the shelf was...
Oh, hell no. Don't you ever touch a black man's radio, boy! Yeah. Which one of y'all kicked me?
From New Line Cinema. The fastest hands in the East.
Wow!
Meet the biggest mouth in the West. Jackie Chan.
I can't hold it anymore!
Just hang on, man. I'll be right back.
Chris Tucker.
FBI, take a picture. It's okay. Wait a minute.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, starring Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Released in 1998, this is an action comedy film, and I would consider it an action comedy classic, in my opinion. I don't know. It's beloved by a lot of people, and I can understand why. The film is I'd say it's very funny. The action is very good, mainly because I believe it was choreographed by Jackie himself, which is a good thing. You don't want to restrain Jackie. We've reviewed a film before that restrained him, and it was really bad. And that was why. Because Jackie is like, you don't need to, he can do it all himself, you know? Like, a lot of the stunts that he did in this movie, one of them was really risky, where he, like, I'm not 100% sure this was him, I'm just assuming, but there was, like, a scene where he fell off like a high place, and he had to like slide down like a flag, and it was kind of scary looking because they didn't do it like, it didn't look like they did it fake. Like, it looked like he actually had to land on that thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my assumption. But yeah, I got a lot of enjoyment out of this film. It just flew by. It was very action packed, lots of it's funny moments, and I feel like watching the sequels now. But, I think the highlights of this film are obviously the comedy and the action, because this is an action comedy film. I feel like if you're having an action comedy film, those should be the highlights. And I think the story was simplistic, yet, it didn't need to be too complicated. You know, for a movie like this, I think the plot being simple really, is to its benefit. So what happens in this movie is basically this council member's daughter gets kidnapped, and Jackie Chan comes over from Hong Kong to try and save her. But the FBI don't want him to be involved at all. They want to do it themselves. They want to solve it themselves. So they get Chris Tucker, who's basically like a loser cop. You know, they get him to try to keep Jackie away from the investigation and, like, you know, don't let him interfere. But what's funny about the movie is that whenever it looks like the FBI is about to get a breakthrough, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan come in and they always fuck it up. Right? They fuck it up and they fuck it up. But through all that, eventually by the end of the movie, they end up saving the day and saving the girl and defeating the bad guy, who's basically this, like, vengeful, jealous, this vengeful, jealous, British government guy, because they're not going to have the British aren't going to have rule over Hong Kong anymore, and he's not going to be powerful anymore, and he wants money, and he's greedy, and he's like, I want the power, I want the money, and he, like, has this vendetta against the council member, and he wants the money, and he wants to kill his daughter, because he's, like, a greedy, selfish asshole. And by the end of the movie, he ends up falling to his death in water, and he dies. And honestly, he was holding, like, the bomb vest, and I thought when he fell into the water, he was gonna, like, blow up. That's how I thought, because, you know, an action movie villain either dies two ways. They fall to their death or they blow up. And I thought this was gonna be a twofer, but it wasn't. He just fell to his death. But most action movie villains either blow up or fall. It's just true. That's probably hyperbole. Don't take that for a fact. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah. The movie's pretty simple in plot, but the simplicity is to its, benefit more than to its detriment. I do think the simplicity helps. I think this film was... It met my expectations. I got exactly what I wanted out of it. A fun time. I had a fun time with this movie, and I got a fun time out of it. And if you're a Jackie Chan fan, Chris Tucker fan, action fan, I would recommend this film. It is quite good. And yeah. I don't have much to say about it, but yeah, highly recommend it to, if you just want to have a great time, if you want a good time with friends, or like family, or whatever, I'd recommend it. It's fun. Yeah, I think I've said my piece, so I think I'd rate this film like a 7. Is that good? I think a 7 would work, yeah. A 7? 7 out of 10. And yeah, I think I've said my piece. So guys, hope you like this video. Share with your friends, subscribe, choose the notifications on, comment down below how much you liked it. And I've been Running Time HD, signing off.